Salutations and welcome to a new year of the super happy fun Jabbertron Tea Party podcast with Kiki, Cupcake, and Miss. Have a wonderful dumpster fire of a year. Enjoy the show.
Hi.
Hi! Oh, that scared me.
Gotta make sure you're up.
I'm here. Woo!
Hello.
Hi there. Happy New Year! And all that jazz. Again, because I fucked up the recording.
That's okay.
Take two!
Yay!
I hope Cupcake will join us eventually. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Other than he probably fell asleep.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Yeah, but yes, it's very busy today and yesterday at work, and yeah.
Well, at the start of a new year, people want to renew their subscriptions and bitch about their subscriptions and cancel their subscriptions. Apparently, January 6th is unofficial divorce day. Because a lot of people file for divorce after the hectic... Oop, I just kicked my... because of the hectic holiday season, people realize their marriage isn't going to work.
Oh, dear.
Because they can't handle the stress or the other person's family.
Yeah, that's no fun. BRB.
Okay.
Alright, I'm back. Oop.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
So did you have a good New Year's?
Yeah. So far. Yes, as far as I know.
Did you do anything fun for the event of the sun going... Not the sun going around, but us going around the sun? I know what I mean.
Yeah, not really. Mr. Mish and I, we ordered some pizza and had a fire in the fireplace.
I miss fireplaces.
And, we, had, Ryan Seacrest on in the background and just kind of hung out together, and, that was about it. We were just like homebodies. We were like, we don't feel like going out even.
Yeah, except for watching any sort of New Year's related events. That's sort of what hubby and I did, minus the pizza too. We just kind of hung out, did stuff.
Very nice.
After New Year's, because we always do that. We always miss midnight.
Ah, yes.
Because we're doing something. And then we go, oh, it's the New Year. Happy New Year. Mwah.
Yeah.
Because that's what you're supposed to do. Any resolutions?
Not really. Just, live.
Sounds good. I just want to be more productive. But I don't want to, hard press myself to do that. Because I know that's just going to make it worse. So...
yeah.
Plus, my brain doesn't work right, so...
Yeah.
You gotta be gentle with it, otherwise it will fry.
Yes. Please do not pet animals vigorously. They might cry.
Oh, I have a message from hubby. I forgot to put myself on Do Not Disturb. It made a noise. We're talking about our streaming services and them raising their prices and which ones we want to keep.
Yeah.
Because Discovery Plus is going to $10 a month, and I'm like, do I use it that often? Because I don't fucking watch TV anymore, even though we have live service. That's really for my mom.
Yeah.
I just watch streaming and YouTube. Because fuck ads.
Yeah, that's like my thing is like we have let me double check. We have Netflix and Disney Plus, and then we have Hulu through Disney Plus, I think.
Yeah.
And like I have Amazon Prime, and so it's like, is it really worth it to get another streaming system, when it's like, I kind of, the Rings of Power kind of fell the way that some of the Marvel stuff did, because like I didn't even realize until I think I saw something on like social media that the What If animated Marvel series on Disney Plus was now on season 3. I didn't even realize that season 2 had come out. Like,
yeah, I kind of forgot about that show until they started talking about season 3.
yeah, and I was like, oh, there's a season 3. Oh, okay. Like, oh, whoops. Like,
And that's apparently the last season they're gonna do.
yeah, so it's like, well, I guess, I guess I'll watch it. Like, but yeah, or someone like, I think it was a social media in terms of like they're running out of things to What If, and I was like, season 3. I just watched season 1. What? What happened to season 2? Yeah, that was more along the lines of like, oh, okay, like, yeah.
Yeah. Um, what else was there that I totally forgot was happening and then suddenly happened? I don't remember. That's the problem. I don't remember. Maybe I do need ads to remind me.
Maybe.
I'll let social media tell me. Ooh, that's probably a dangerous precedent to set for myself, to let social media tell me about things.
Yeah, true.
I mean, I'm barely on Facebook anymore.
Yeah, I mean, that Facebook has kind of dialed back unless I feel like watching reels on it. But mostly like I'm on Instagram or occasionally YouTube, but like Discord, I'm on Discord a lot because I'm in so many servers that it's like, okay, which ones do I want to keep up with? And okay, who's talking where?
I ignoring the servers that don't do anything because they're for like D&D and we're not currently doing D&D stuff. There's the 2 servers, yours and Cupcakes. That's all I'm in. Because I can't handle the fast chat anymore of other servers.
True.
It's just true. Like, no, bye. You're probably very interesting, all of you, but no.
Yeah. Yeah.
If there's so many beeps, I'm just gonna turn it off.
Well, see, the thing is also like in all of my servers that I'm in, or the servers that I'm in, not my servers. I don't own all of them. I have turned off notifications, so only at notifications. Like if someone pings me or pings like a group I'm in,
yeah,
do I get like the noise of the notification? Otherwise, it just shows up as like the little white dot to the left of it. And so, and besides, my phone's usually on silent, like 99% of the time, anyways. But yeah, I have, oh my God. So I've grouped up some of them just to declutter. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 grouped like folders. 10. And some of them have 3, some of them have 4 or 5, one of them has, because it's my content creator one, says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 servers in it, in just one folder. out of 10 folders.
Jeez, woman.
So I'm like, all the ones in the folders, generally, there's like one or two where I am active in those folders, but I know which folders to go to. And otherwise, I lurk in them. I don't do shit.
Yeah, I could probably follow some certain Discords from, like, fan communities I like from content creators and just turn off the notifications and lurk in them, but
yeah,
I don't know what's wrong with my, well, I know what's wrong with my brain, but I don't know why it's them just sitting there bugs me. Yes, kitty, hi. I clearly don't have a clutter issue. You can see, oh, cat, hi, my room.
yeah.
But when it comes to, like, technology, like desktops and stuff, I like a very clean, minimalist thing. What are you eating? It's a hair tie, not food.
Mom. Parental.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's a parental. Kiki is now a parental.
Yes, I am. For our few viewers, I am non-binary now. That is how I am identifying. Get off the keyboard. You are still on the keyboard.
Parental! I do what I want.
You're a very naughty boy.
Oop. I finally was, I was finally not active, like, or letting it sit there long enough that my, work environment was about to lock itself.
Oh.
And I was like, that's the first time it's happened all day. All day. And I'm like, not that I mind, because it makes the day go by fast. It makes sure that I have a job.
Yeah.
I get it. But it's like, my jaw is, like, stiffer. Because the muscles are like, we're not used to talking so much throughout the day. Ah!
Really shouldn't be chewing my lips. That sucks.
Yeah.
I'm very much not used to talking throughout the day because I'm usually by my fucking self. So, yeah, I kind of understand that. Poor Mish.
I think I'll survive. If that's the first world problem that I have to deal with, I can deal with it.
Oh no, are we gonna have to put you down?
Yes. Me and Cupcake. I'm sure if he were here, he'd be like, put me down first.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
And a cupcake! Yay!
He returns!
I told you I was going offline!
It's hard to tell when you're joking or not.
What if I told you I'm never joking? Oh no!
Hi, Cupcake.
Oh.
Happy New Year.
Whatever.
Exactly. Too hot. Still. Fuck, I want my tea.
What a nerd.
What a dork.
What a goober.
That's a nice contrast with your, hoodie. Is that a hoodie?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a hoodie.
The headphone, cords?
Right.
They really pop.
Right. Well, I'm the kind of weirdo that would do red and black, white and blue.
I know, right?
I need to buy that thing I saw at CES. It's like a cat machine that sits on the edge of like your dishware and blows on it for you.
So it's a fan?
Pretty much, yeah. And that's all it does. It's meant for like drinks and ramen.
What would be a really great like kitschy fucking tchotchke type thing would be like a lucky cat that just has like a hand that like holds onto your cup and then just
with the other hand.
That would be great, actually. Or even if it just like dipped your tea for you.
Oh yeah, it does that. Meow, 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 meow. This tea's way too strong. You left the dipping way too long. Cat in the background. Meow, meow, meow.
You really shouldn't dip your tea, but still. That would be adorable as fuck.
Dude, I watch people eat tea bags, so I don't think anything about anything anymore. And I quote, "You're supposed to boil the water?" What? What do you mean? I thought this like made the teaification go faster. Charlie, what have you been doing? Just put the tea bag in the cold water. Don't you know how to use a microwave? A microwave?
That Tumblr post.
Yeah. Just put the cup on the burner for like 30 seconds. What are your stove fucking run by hell? The very heat of the earth? Then you realize that like everything in fucking the rest of the world runs on 240 volt, and that's why everything gets hot so much faster.
We suck.
I still want a instant hot water dispenser so bad, but it's just no reason for me to own one.
Dude, I want someone so bad, or at least a new kettle. Because my current one is like takes fucking forever. I've cleaned it. I've done everything I can possibly do to it. I think it's just old.
I would legitimately consider installing a 240 volt outlet just to have something that made instant boiling water.
Nice.
I'll eat a lot more ramen.
Ramen.
Yes. That's why whenever Mr. Mish and I go out to Vegas, I make a point, or I try to make a point of getting ramen. Past couple of years or so, I've gotten ramen, and it's like, or at least
dude.
It's so good.
Pork miso or chicken.
It's been a long ass time since I've had non-packaged ramen.
Well, it's hard to I don't know. I just feel like it's hard to find places unless you have a strong Asian community.
Yeah.
They technically do, but it's mostly just like stereotypical Chinese food.
Yeah.
Like Americanized Chinese food.
Yeah, because that's what sells. If you want ramen, you have to go to like Davis, and I don't want to go to another city just for food, unless it's like a special event or something. And then it's like, well, this is really expensive, that's really expensive, what if it sucks?
Dude, I was reading a Reddit post today about that, like about the reason why restaurants all suck now. And it was like basically the cost of everything has gotten so high that no one can really afford to like street, like the guy was talking about, like he runs a Mexican restaurant, like the street tacos that used to be like $4, he's charging $8, and they're only half as good, because if he charged what he actually needed to charge to get back to the old pre-COVID quality, he'd be charging like $15 for them. And it's just like, nobody's gonna buy a street taco for $15.
Yeah, my neighbor runs a small, it's not a taco truck, it's more like a taco shed.
Yeah.
Or cart, really. It's a cart. But yeah, he, not only the prices, but having to fix it himself, because he can't afford a repairman.
Right.
I mean, he's apparently very knowledgeable, because he was able to fix it up himself. But, oh boy. Good tacos, though.
Yeah.
A lot of places around here are doing, like, special Taco Tuesdays, like the Mexican, or Hispanic, I should say, grocery store has a Taco Tuesday. There's a Taco Express that does Taco Tuesday. A lot of the food trucks do Taco Tuesdays for cheap, but they're not great tacos. Because you can't expect that for such a cheap price. It's just a lot of tacos on a Tuesday.
Right. Well, that was my big thing. Is like I was, and you guys heard me complain a couple times. Like I remember like Taco Bell used to be better for half as much. Like I couldn't understand what's going on. Then someone I was reading that, I'm like, suddenly it all makes sense because like tacos are like effectively like ground beef tacos are like the cheapest of cheap, or used to be the cheapest of cheap. I was like, it just seems so skimpy now.
We had pork tacos yesterday. They were good.
I bet.
Mm-hmm. Hi, kitty. Pardon. Sorry.
No, I refuse. No pardon.
I miss...
You go to the chair at midnight.
I mean, it was I miss the Schmorgy. It was a buffet restaurant. It had the best wonton soup in town, but it was a buffet, so it didn't survive COVID.
I don't know how ours did.
I don't know. Did they do takeout?
No, like they were literally just closed for a while.
They must have a good savings then.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I remember being really excited when they reopened because it was like, I just remember like it's like Minnesota was like super duper draconian, like nothing was open for like 4 to 6 months. It's weird too because people like don't even remember like the huge waves of death that came from the initial like 3 or 4 waves of COVID. They're like, that was all just conjecture. I'm like, dude, we had like refrigerator trucks keeping bodies.
Yeah. It was sad and tragic, and people forget. So it's gonna happen again.
Oh, dude, if the flu one goes off, that's gonna be such a blast. 50% mortality rate.
We apparently have to worry the fuck about bird flu.
That's what I'm talking about, H5.
Mm-hmm.
Oh jeez.
It's got a 50% mortality rate. It's a coin flip. You live, you die.
Stupid.
Basically, everybody who works service is just gonna die because there's no way we're gonna dodge it.
Yeah.
It's not helped by the stupid raw movements. Like raw milk, raw fucking water.
Ah, yes, raw milk that we boil to make sure it's safe for consumption, just in case.
You know, and the raw water that we used to get malaria and typhoid from drinking, because there was feces in it and piss.
I never get tired of the raw water people. It's like, dude, have a blast with Giardia.
Like, I'm all for taking control of what you eat and drink, but don't be a fucking idiot.
But thou must.
But it's the government touched it. Oh no.
Yes. Exactly.
I'm not saying the government's a saint, but at the same time, it kind of wants to keep its populace going, so it can have a workforce and money can move.
I still like the one where they were talking about like there's a giant conspiracy to imprison everybody as slave labor. Like, why don't they just have slave labor then?
I mean, technically they do in prisons, but
but they were like beyond the obvious, like we all know in prisons, that's what prisons are really used for, but like
that's like where most of our firefighting force comes from here in California.
There's prisoners?
Yes, it's very sad.
Interesting.
That's why it's very sad.
That's dark.
I mean, I'm not against prisoners working. I'm against them not being paid for it. And it not being optional.
Right. And I just always like the more you learn about the way our system is set up, the more you're just like, Jesus, what the fuck?
Yeah, they're not rehabilitation centers. They're there to punish and abuse and recreate a system where they come back again and again so they can have a workforce. Make money. Cha-ching, cha-ching.
Bazinga.
Alright, Sheldon. What am I looking at? I forgot where I was going.
Where were you going? Straight to the madhouse?
Hopefully not. They're not great.
No, they're not.
I mean, they're better than they used to be, but they're still not great.
Yeah.
I don't think I need a madhouse right now. My medication is pretty good.
I don't think most people need the nut house.
I mean, maybe I should reconsider getting a therapist, but I don't think I need one.
Yeah.
I'm done talking about things. I need to actualize things, and I already know how to do that. It's just a matter of doing it.
Lies and slander.
And hoping that my brain doesn't go, well, I don't like these pills anymore. You're gonna have to change them. Which can happen. Or my insurance going, no.
We'll have no more of that, please and thank you. And you're just like, what?
But I don't want to go back. Please pay for it. No, I'm Medi-Cal right now, but my other insurance it's okay. A little expensive, but it's okay.
Right.
Rungle. I'm okay. I mean,
no breathing tea, goddammit.
Someday, I will be a cyborg that runs on tea. What was I gonna say? My insurance is okay, at least for now. You never know in the future. Like,
right.
What was that insurance Anthem that tried to make anesthesia only for a limited time during surgery? And changed their mind when people like, fuck no? I think that was Anthem.
Yeah, it sounds like it's Blue. Yeah. Or was that Blue Cross Blue Shield?
Is Anthem part of Blue Shield?
Probably.
A quick Google will fix this. Anthem, Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Oh, there you go.
When did they merge? Or have they always been Anthem? I don't know. I haven't had Blue Shield in forever. At least I think that's what I had as a kid. Whatever.
Right.
My mom had a government job, so it was whatever the government gave her.
I like that like a lot of jobs are actually like slowly phasing out like workplace insurance. It's just like, yes, we've come full circle.
And then you get all uppity when your people get sick and can't work. Oh no, nobody wants to work. It's because everyone's dying. Or because you expect them to know these things that are impossible to know before working at a place. You're supposed to train people. That's how it works.
Survival of the fittest. I don't know what you're talking about.
So I'm doomed to die. Well, we are eventually, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Mish.
Hello. But yes, and the people who are like, yeah, the words of a medical dude who was lying through his fucking teeth and got whatever the equivalent of being disbarred is for medical people, had their license taken away. Oh no, autism is caused by vaccines. Oh my god. And the whole, like I've seen on the r/traumatize them back subreddit, you traumatize them back by quoting House. Look at them and go, would you like fire engine red or frog green for their casket?
Mm-hmm. You know what? Even if it did cause autism, I'd rather have an autistic kid than a dead one.
Exactly.
Yes, but as we all know, autistic children are subhuman.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. Well, see, the thing is because, like, one of those things where it's like I can come to an educated guess, where it's like, yeah, that sounds like me, and that sounds like me. And
right.
knowing myself and going, yes, there are times where I literally have to, as soon as I think of something, I need to do it. Because otherwise, it will flitter off into the ether, and I will forget. And then 3 hours later, fuck! Oh shit! So it's like, I'm not saying I'm self-diagnosing, but it's like, yes, hi, autism, or at least some form of spiciness. Hi.
You probably have ADHD. They're like the next
Yeah.
revision of the manual. They're going to say it's effectively part of the entire spectrum.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people merge it together because a surprising number of people. It's not that surprising because it's kind of together.
It's one of those things like the more we look at it, the more we're just like. Actually, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that the classical diagnoses were all on men, and women exhibit different symptoms.
Yeah.
For autism.
Yeah, that's why my younger brother was, oh, he's got ADHD, ADD, blah, blah, blah. It's like, hi, I have all the classic AFAB symptoms. Is very quiet, doesn't like conflict, is in their own little world, reads a lot. Hi, forgetful. Hi. Like,
I have a lady friend who believes she's autistic, and even her doctor was like, yeah, you're probably autistic, but you're of an age and of a gender where it's probably not worth treating you.
Right.
Because it's just so hard to get medical help. Ooh, sorry. When you're a woman and trying to say you're autistic. I mean, she has an autistic son, so it's like, it's pretty possible.
Right.
Yeah, because it's like, it's genetic.
Mm-hmm.
It comes from somewhere. So to stare at my mom and go, hi, Mom, guess what? But also, because I was, ranting to myself again, like, if I really felt like being really nasty, and this is where I would have to explain to my mom, kindness is a choice. Because it would be so very easy for me to look at her and go, I inherited my skin issues from... Thank you for calling.
And she's gone.
Okay,
I was going to say, given everyone in my life who are younger adults or in our, like, the 20-year gap between 20 and 40, all getting diagnosed because they're finally getting access to regular mental health services. There's been like conversations like, well, what's your story? And I'm like, brain damage. Like, you sure you're not autistic? I'm like, they checked over and over again, and I'm not autistic. They're like, but you have all the symptoms. Brain damage. What? Brain damage.
Yeah, just because you have the symptoms doesn't mean it's not something else, because a lot of symptoms are shared between different diagnoses, and that's why a lot of, especially again for non-male people, it's hard to diagnose certain mental illnesses because they appear differently, or because women and non-binary people too work so hard at masking it to fit in society, where men, it's not that they don't mask it, because a lot do, because they're
men
also
have different problems than everyone else.
They're still at the top of the totem pole.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it isn't male centric. I'm just saying like because cis hetero men have such weird societal norms, I guess, obligations.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm back.
I'm back.
But to finish my life, it would be so easy for me to go, you wonder why I can't have kids? Because I inherited that from you. I got my skin issues from dad. My skin issues from dad and his side of the family. And then, what do you think? And I'm like, Mom, I look exactly like you and your mother. So where exactly do you think I got my fertility issues from?
Miss, was it you that showed me the picture of your grandmother and I thought it was you? Yeah.
Because I showed it. I remember this because I showed it to you and you were like, I've seen you make that fucking face.
Yeah.
I was like, yep. I was like, it was like my grandma at like between 12 and 14. And that literally like the emoji that's like the 2 lines for the eyes and the line for the face. That face.
Exactly. It was like a school photo too. I'm like, oh, that's a great photo of you. You're like, that's my grandmother. I'm like, oh my god, genetics are real.
And then you look at pictures of my mom when she was younger. It's like, yep, genetics. That she looks slightly different, but yeah. And then like there's a picture of me when I was like a young to mid-teen, and you see we have the same chin, the same pointy chin.
Right.
Like you can probably see it. It's same thing, but it's like, yeah. Like, and even like as I remember the one time as well, like I was picking my mom up from the airport, and she had one of the airport guys helping her bring out her luggage. And so I pop out of the car so I can open up the back of the car to put the luggage in. And the guy sees me and does a double take between me and my mom. I was like, I know, dude. Hi. But yes.
I know, it's like I don't look like I look like my dad pretty strongly. Like it's a pretty even split. But what's really scary is like as I've reached like adulthood, like not a young adult, like actually like an adult, I look like my paternal grandfather with hair. Yeah. So this is like I saw pictures of my dad's dad, and I'm like, I'm Grandpa Bill with a full head of hair. What the fuck? Because I feel like I don't like when I was little, I looked like my mom, but as I got older, like I got like paunchier, and I was like, what the, like, because I always said like our whole family, like all the cupcakes men look like kind of bulldog faces, and I was like, that's weird. I never had that. Then as I've gotten older, it's like, oh god, it is genetic.
Well, also like we've talked about it, the my grandma's my father's mother's family, we have the same calves, like the shin muscles, leggies. And then like it's so funny because so my uncle, my dad's brother, has a very specific kind of head. Like a very like it's basically like the front of his forehead like dome head. So it's very large forehead, but then the back of his head is flat. It just goes curve flat, like someone cut it off with a knife. And then my cousin on that side of the family from another uncle, so not the same uncle with that head shape, but the eldest brother. He had his son. His son had my uncle. So there's Uncle D. His grandchild had Uncle B. His head. So I was like, oh, yep, he's related. He's part of the family. He's got the head. But, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, when hubby saw a picture of his half-sister, who's he's never met, only through Facebook, she looks like him, but slightly feminine. Like, slightly softer.
Yeah.
But if you put them next to each other, you might think they were twins, even though she's younger.
Madness and blasphemy.
And then I have a picture in Ancestry of my great-grandmother, so my paternal grandfather's mother.
Yeah.
Where her face is the same shape and stuff as my cousin. So same generation as me, first cousin. So it's her great-grandma too. And they have the same face. Or like similar enough to be like, oh yeah, they're related. Like mother-daughter or sisters or something. Yeah.
Right.
Like, oh, okay.
It's just amazing the things genetics can do. Some people look very much like family members, and other people get all like the recessive genes and look nothing like anybody else.
And then,
right.
And I have like a second cousin once removed, I think. Mm-hmm. So he lives close by me, and I've talked with him and stuff. So he's like my grandfather's brother's son or grandson, one of those, but he's older than me. Like he's probably old enough to be like my dad, I think. So that's like
I'm your brother's uncle's cousin's former roommate. What's that make us? Absolutely nothing.
But yeah, you can tell, even though you can tell he's got my grandpa's family features. You can tell. Like he's cousins with my aunts and uncle on that side. So yeah. It's like, oh yeah, he's a insert last name here. You know. It's always funny because, like, we've talked about on that side of the family where people, like, my one cousin was like, yeah, someone correctly ID'd the nationality of my last name. It's like, nobody does that. It's like, yeah, no, nobody does that.
Everybody always gets the, second half wrong of my name. Well, they get the first half wrong, too, but I'm used to that. It's the second half that sounds weird. Ever since I hyphenated.
Well, the first part
I'm real dumbass material. It's pronounced Dumas.
Well, like, the first half of your name looks French.
Well, it is French.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, it's like, to me, that's why I was like, I'm not sure. That's why I say it looks French to me. So I don't know if that's right.
You look French to me.
Hun, baguette.
Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho.
No.
Would you like a baguette? Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah, my dad's side of the family were very proudly French. Just like my mom's side of the family were very proudly Orange Irish.
Yes.
Every motherfucker that sees my last name's like, Irish? I'm like, right? Like, what? I'm like, right?
But,
yeah, your last name is like out of left fucking field, no matter what.
Right.
But,
and they come from a long line of mercenary freelancers. Not even joking.
Nice. But hubby's last name is his biological father's stepfather's last name. So when people see him with that last name and go, here's a tall white dude with a Hispanic last name.
Yeah.
Well, Latin last name.
Latin, yeah.
Yeah. And they always pronounce it wrong. They always say Souza instead of Souza.
Yeah. You'd be like, Swazi? How do you get Swazi from that?
A good chunk of my Irish ancestry comes from my mother's side. Mm-hmm. So you get up to my mom's grandmother, which is McLaughlin. McLaughlin.
Yeah.
Then you get up to her parents, McLaughlin and McAndrews. And then, again, you go up another one, McLaughlin, Howard, McAndrews, McLaughlin, Mullen, and then you toss in my grandfather, the little bit of German, so Keller, Fortune, and then like Powers, but then you also get like the McGuire. So it's also, so my grandfather is German Irish, my grandmother is Irish. So because you look at it, it's like, oh look, there's a McGuire and a Fairy, and so it's like, yeah, there's a reason why like my DNA is like, okay, let me bring this up. There's a reason why, let me bring this traits. Come on. Show me the matches. Traits, matches. My parents. All traits. Why is it not giving me the usual thing? Performance. So, origins. So there is a large portion of it. Why is it not giving me the friggin' layout? There we go. So, the top two are German. Thank you for calling the U.S.
Okay. Pardon.
Well, yeah. Ancestry is a hell of a drug.
Yeah. And so are genetics.
Now owned by the Blackstone Company.
The what?
Blackstone just bought Ancestry.com and now owns the rights to, like, was it 30 million people's genetic results.
What's Blackstone?
An investment company, I think.
Are they just an investment company? That's not great news, because that's a lot of people's information. Just like when 23andMe got hacked.
Yeah. And with my last breath, I curse Zoidberg.
Which, I don't recommend doing genetic testing if you're not absolutely sure where you come from, because you might get your mind blown, and then it ruin your family life. Or not, depending.
Yeah, the number, like they said, like 30% of all the genetic testing ends with somebody finding out that one of their parents or both their parents is not actually their biological parent.
Because that sort of happens sometimes, just...
Yeah.
People out there having sex, or / babies getting mixed up.
Or more hilariously, you get the, my mother is my grandmother, my sister is actually my mother.
Yeah, where you learn that sort of intentional lie.
Yeah. It was done in good faith, but is always,
hilarious.
Never fun to find out about.
Yeah. Man. That would be earth-shattering. Wouldn't change anything about my family, but that would be earth-shattering.
Yeah.
I'd be pissed for a little bit, because, like, I'm an adult now, you should have told me.
Yeah. I mean, I've never had to worry about, like, it's weird for me, because, like, I've had a perfectly normal nuclear family kind of thing. Like, there's no deep, dark secrets. It's just like, oh, okay. That's weird for me, because, like, everyone's like, oh, my dad was a habitual cocaine user, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I mean, my dad had drug problems, but, like, long before I was born.
My dad was such a sweetheart that he stopped growing a beard for a while because I was afraid of it as a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. He also gave up hard drinking.
Yeah, well, my dad gave up drinking when I was, like, little, because my mom was like, yo, this can't keep happening. Like, you gotta get your shit in order. Yeah. He got, like, a second or third DWI or whatever, and they're like, you didn't hurt anybody, nobody got... It was a like, one of those, like, I'm pulling you over because you're driving strangely. You're drunk. That's a DWI. Not like he ran into somebody or into something.
Yeah.
But he gave up smoking because it was giving me asthma, which was nice. But I'm just talking like cigarettes, like nothing like earth-shattering. He wasn't smoking crack or anything. But I was just like, it's just weird because like all my friends and everybody I know is like, yeah, all these like, these wild, crazy stories about their family. Like everything's just pretty normal here. Like legitimately, the most strife we've had in years is that my grandmother's 91 and needs constant care, and everyone's getting fucking pissed. And I brought this up last night because my aunt, who's coming to stay with us for 3 weeks to help my mom so she can have some relief, is because they got a not a care worker, but just like a helper from the county. And my grandmother just like, I don't want her, I don't want to use her, whatever. So my mom just told the lady, like, I'm really sorry, like my mother just doesn't want you, so we'll figure something else out. And like now the social worker is calling her because they went through all this work of setting this lady up, and then my grandmother said she doesn't want her. And now my grandmother's like, why did we stop doing that? And I'm like, oh my god, you're gonna get fucking murdered. But
how old's your grandma?
91. She turned 91 last week.
Holy crap.
Yeah. So like this isn't like out of the realm of like she's 91. But we were talking about this last night because like I brought like everyone was bringing up like my grandfather, who was her husband, and my maternal grandfather, my mother's father. Like they never had this problem when Grandpa was old, getting decrepit and old and sick. And I said, it's really simple. Grandpa was very grateful. She just expects you guys to take care of her because she's your mother. Where Grandpa was like, I said, like, I took my grandfather to a cardiologist appointment at one point, and my car was running low on gas. I said, Grandpa, is it all right if I stop and get gas real quick? Like, I promise I'll get you home as fast as I can, but I'm down to a quarter tank. He's like, oh, that's fine, it's fine, go. And so I went to go pump gas, and he's like, I'm gonna run inside and get a snack. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fine, Grandpa, go ahead. Motherfucker paid for my gas. Just like went inside, said he's at pump 7, and then when I got done pumping gas, paid for the gas, bought me breakfast and a cup of coffee, and then came back out. And I define this as like that was the difference between the two of them, is that Grandpa was constantly like trying, like feeling guilty that people were helping him. And that's why when he died, we filled a fucking church with people who were sad that he was gone.
Yeah.
Which I told my mother, like, you guys are gonna end like years ago. And I mean no disrespect to my grandmother, but like I said, by the time this is over, because of the kind of person my grandmother is, you're gonna be pissing on her grave. And my mother's like, you don't know what you're talking about. I love my mother, blah, blah, blah. Guess what? Yeah, we're getting to that point. My mother's sick of my grandmother's shit. And I told her this was going to happen when she started caring for my grandma. Like, you're going to hit a point where grandma just becomes an incessant pain in your ass, and you're going to shove her in a nursing home because you're tired of dealing with her shit. And I was like, that would never happen. Guess what? Yeah, it's fucking happening. They're getting to that point where they're like, going to fucking throw her in a fucking nursing home because she's an incessant pain in their ass. And I mean this like with no malice. I'm just saying, like, duh.
Well, at least it's better than my mom willfully not remembering. Oh, hey, by the way, your mom, you didn't talk to her for 7 or 8 years yourself because she was a righteous bitch. And it's
yes. This is the grandmother you're talking about that was like such a total jackass.
Yeah, and who was complaining that no one talked to her. Her grandkids didn't talk to her. I'm like, you've had... And she died like last year, like 2023 at the very latest.
Yeah.
And it's like, I turned 18 in 2003. You had the past 15 to 20 years to foster an adult relationship with. You did not. Even the Christmas cards stopped.
Right.
The birthday cards stopped. So why should I come talk to you when you don't talk to me?
How dare you? How dare you? But
How
yes, I
dare
hear
you
you.
be correct?
This is like legitimately why I hate the holidays, because like everyone feels this bizarre need to like gift give, and I'm just like, dude, we're all adults. Like I'm not playing this fucking game, and then I'm an asshole because I'm not playing the game. Oh God, what? What do we got? Oh, my aunt might be late tonight because there's snow in Denver.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, but yeah, it's I don't know. Like I hit like about 35, 36, and my mom told me like I was no longer required to buy because I had effectively paid back the debt of 18 years of my family buying gifts for me as a kid. That was like her big thing to me was I needed to do it for as long as I had been a kid. And I was just like, okay, cool. So like I was whatever. I was like, I'll say 35, 36. I stopped. And then like everyone was real ornery the first year, and then now it's just been fine. It hasn't been a big deal. Like the first year I didn't, everyone was like, you ungrateful little shit. I'm like, dude, I'm in my mid 30s. I see you guys at Christmas and Easter and maybe a summer holiday. Like, we're not close. Like, I don't expect you to buy me anything. I don't want anything from you. Don't buy me anything. And in return, I'm not going to buy you anything because we're not close. Like, what?
Yeah. Just
They're
because
like,
you're
"Oh,
family doesn't mean you're close.
Yeah.
there's this weird, like, familial obligation of, like, oh, we should be buying Christmas gifts for each other or whatever, birthday gifts. I'm like, dude, like, we don't talk to each other. Like,
Yeah.
I'm happy to see you. Like, that's the gift. Like, we see each other. We're both alive and we're not sick and we're not dying. Like, we're good. Like, don't give me shit. I don't want, like, and it gets to the point, like, I'm going on a tangent. I am sorry. Like, I had this whole tangent of, like, for years, like in my early 30s, they would like didn't know what to get me because no one talks to me, and so they would buy me like gift cards to restaurants, but not like you would expect, like, oh,
Applebee's or something?
yeah, no, it was like Subway, Dairy Queen, which isn't bad. I'm like not complaining about it, but it was like I would forget that I had them. Like literally, my one uncle who I love, he's a great guy. Like I'm not. But I was like, please don't buy these for me. Not that I don't appreciate them, not that I don't want them. I forget I have them. I just forget I have them. Just don't. Like, I don't want a gift. Just like, we're good. Just stop.
Yeah, other than my mom, I haven't bought like a
Yeah.
gift for a family member in so fucking long, like since Grandpa died, I think.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I've got a thing of lotion coming for my mom for her birthday this weekend, and I'll find something else to add to it. But I mean, like the lotion was like $50 by itself, so like I'm not like.
Is it
Yeah.
Is it a lot or is it very fancy?
Like what? Like 18 ounces?
Oh, so pretty normal?
Yeah, but it's philosophy.
I don't know that brand, not band.
She likes it. I think the brand's philosophy. It's called the particular one's called Amazing Grace. She asked for it at Christmas, and I had to go hunt it down.
Oh, it's an Ulta brand.
Oh, is that what it is?
Philosophy. Well, you can buy it at Ulta.
Oh, yeah.
Lotion. They don't have the big bottle, huh?
I think I got her the right thing. Like, they didn't call it like lotion. They called it like a body emulsion or something.
Okay,
but I just assumed that was the right thing.
That sounds about right. This uses a lot of fancy words. Hope in a jar. Ooh. Yeah, firming body emulsion.
Yeah, which I think is a fancy way of saying body lotion. Because that's what she asked for was the lotion. And I'm like, I think this is it? I'll probably be wrong, and then I'll have to send it back and get whatever it is that she's looking for. But that sounds like lotion to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, also,
go ahead, sorry.
It's vegan and cruelty-free. Sorry, go ahead.
But yeah, it's also like the difference between me giving gifts and my mother giving gifts is I pay attention. I pay attention to people and what they do. And not just, I couldn't figure out what to give you, so I'm going to give you more kitchen towels. And it's
number one, fuck you, Mish. Fuck you. Fuck you. You, like, zone in on the weirdest shit for my birthdays, and it freaks me the fuck out. I want you to know, there's no one in my life, in my entire life, without being told anything about what I'm looking for, has nailed fucking gifts for me like you have. That's why you said, I listen. I'm like, the fuck you do? Jesus Christ, you a fucking spy network? The fucking cookies, man. That was the best thing ever, the fucking cookies. I swear to God. Like, it was so... My parents were like, why are you so excited about cookies? Like, it's the best fucking gift ever for me. Here, have some cookies. Fuck yes, thank you.
It's like, you're a fat fuck, and you like cookies.
Right? I mean, like, you nailed it. Coffee, pastry, cookies, whatever. Like, there was another. You nailed it with another one too that I can't even remember what it was. There was another thing that wasn't the Danhausen coffee that I was just like, ah. Anyway, sorry.
But yeah, it was like I saw that coffee brand I bought from before, and they said, and it was like, oh, that's that WWE wrestler he likes. Let's get this.
To be terrible, AEW, not WWE.
Oh, sorry, no worries.
I thought he got kicked off of AEW, didn't he?
I don't watch AEW, so I don't know.
Oh, fair enough.
I can look it up though.
Because I know he's doing like Ring of Honor now.
But yes, I was like, oh, the professional wrestler he likes. Let's get him Danhausen. But like, also to point out like how my brothers and sister-in-laws also pay attention. Like I mentioned before, my older brother got me the Overwatch Monopoly game because I was talking about that.
Yes.
With him over the summer about how I write Overwatch fanfiction. So they got that. My other brother and sister-in-law got me a signed copy of B. Dylan Hollis's cookbook.
Oh, nice!
It's signed!
That's impressive. That's fucking impressive.
I don't have this yet, thank you! Because they know I like cooking, and they know I watch his shit. So it's like, that's what I mean about paying attention. You put in the most basic level of paying attention to the people in your life, and you'll find gifts for them.
You get them something they'd actually want or need. It's like, I've had this conversation multiple times about, like, in my late teens, I had family members that would, like, buy me clothing, but it was, like, clothing I would never wear. And then my parents would be really mad because they'd be like, well, don't just, like, put it in your closet and never wear it. I'm like, dude, I don't want it. And they would always be like, it was like, you would never get, like, the receipts. You couldn't even, like, take it back and get something you wanted. And it was just...
Going back to Danhausen, he didn't renew his contract.
Oh, is that what happened?
So he technically wasn't fired. He just didn't. He just went, no, thank you. AEW has its problems, so.
I was gonna say the problem is like he wasn't really doing much on AEW.
Ring of Honor, or if he can get there, TNA would probably be better for him.
Yeah.
Anyway, you were saying.
I was gonna say, like, he's got, like, the man's got the right, like, charisma and everything. I was always weirded out they didn't use him more.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they just kind of, like, he was like a bit character that would show up here and there, and then they would just, like, he never really wrestled regularly. I mean, he had, like, a broken leg or whatever at one point.
Yeah.
But, like, even after that, they barely used him.
The problem with AEW is that they have too many wrestlers and don't know what to do with them.
Right.
That's one of their problems, I should say.
No, I don't disagree with that at all. I mean, I don't watch wrestling, but like,
we're getting back into watching actual wrestling and not just the pay-per-views.
Okay.
Because Raw is now on Netflix.
Oh, how fancy.
So they can get away with a lot more.
Yeah, there's no censors because it's fucking Netflix.
No, they didn't bother to censor the crowd or anybody when they said fuck you to whoever. I think it was Hogan. Hulk Hogan came out and got booed to fucking hell, which I loved. Because fuck him.
Yeah, that man has gone from a beloved cultural icon to,
a shit
not.
Show.
Yeah.
Remind me again what happened with Hulk Hogan.
Well, one, he's a MAGA. Two, he probably abused and raped a couple people, supposedly. Yeah. Just like Ric Flair. He's generally a bad person. Like, if people who know him don't like him. And he's also a promoter of a drink he refuses to drink, which seems weird. He has his own beer line now, but he stopped drinking a year ago. It feels weird. I mean, good for him if he had a problem and taking care of it, but he's still a shit show. And should really not be part of the company, but he has a Legends contract, which is very difficult to break.
Yeah, I'm assuming on either side it's hard to break.
Mm-hmm. He essentially gets paid to show up. Which, maybe after this event, that last event where he got booed to fuck, they'll probably, like, not use him as much.
Yeah.
Even though his beer line is now a sponsor of Raw.
Right.
So is Prime. Ugh.
Prime is such a weird drink.
I mean, Logan Paul is a great wrestler. He is actually a decent wrestler. He sucks as a human being.
Yeah.
And I'm
his
glad
brother Jake ain't much better.
Yeah, I'm glad they're playing that up. Like, they didn't try to make him a babyface, because they probably knew it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Because a lot of his popularity is from the fact that he is a shit show. Shit show is apparently my word of the day.
Indeed.
But no, except for the fact that in a 3-hour show there was only 3 matches and they didn't each take an hour.
Wow.
Raw being
a lot of like.
Yeah, it was a lot of like promotional crap on their first episode of Raw on Netflix.
So just kind of like setting the mood, I guess.
Yeah, this is what will come. That sounded weird, but John Cena,
I know what you meant.
John Cena had a moment. No, wait, was there 3 matches or 4? I think there was only 3. Either way, John Cena had a long promotional stint because he's retiring and he's doing like a retirement tour.
Oh, sure.
And
oh god, what is he like? He's in his 40s or 50s. So I mean, it's not like he's a spring chicken.
He is 47.
Yeah, so I mean, I wasn't that far off.
Yeah. I mean, he's definitely going to get a Legends contract.
Oh, yeah.
Just to show up like The Rock. Although The Rock technically is in control of WWE right now. Not storyline-wise, just in actual finances. Because McMahon had to step down because of all of his shit. And then they merged with UFC, and now The Rock is, like, in a big position.
I thought that was kind of the deal, is like Triple H and The Rock and a couple other people were basically going to be running the company since McMahon can't keep his dick in his pants.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's one of those things where I don't follow it close enough to like I know like the most famous peeps and like the legends and shit, but it's like John Cena, The Rock, Hulk Hogan, Steve Austin, all that shit. But it's like anything else, I'm like, what? What?
I mean,
sorry,
go ahead.
Go ahead. I was gonna say, like, it's always weird to me that like they played Steve Austin off like he was this big fucking jackass. Like in real life, he's probably like one of the cleaner wrestlers. Like, had the least amount of like weird shit going on.
He is a sweetheart.
Yeah.
A lot of those people, except for some of them that are of the older generation, are actually sweethearts. Like, Kurt Angle is actually very much...
Yeah, his like, Instagrams or TikToks or whatever are hilarious. Sorry.
Yeah, him with his children is adorable.
Yeah.
And his grandchildren. I think he has grandchildren.
Mick Foley.
Mick Foley is a great guy.
Everyone loves Mick Foley. Like, everyone loves Mick Foley. Like, he's...
I'm not a fan of The Undertaker because he's very red state. He is otherwise a fine person. He's never done really anything wrong. I think he cheated on his wife, but a big wolf.
He's conservative, but that's not a crime.
Yeah. He's not like, I'm voting for Trump conservative. He's just conservative.
He grew up... he's one of those dudes, like, he grew up in, like, a rural environment, and, like...
Yeah.
He has this thing that, like, all these people above a certain age have, like, the good old days when things were better. Even though, like, they weren't. But, like, it's not the weird, like, hardcore right-wing ultra-fascist, like, we gotta send all the brown people away. It's just like, I miss when times were simpler and, like, shit wasn't fucked, yo.
Yeah. When they still were, you were just living in dreamland, but whatever.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Yeah. The Rock is is on the board of directors for the TKO Group Holdings, which owns WWE.
Oh, sure. Magical Mysteries.
Yeah. Oh, The Rock has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I didn't know that.
Well, that's cool.
Under Dwayne Johnson, and not just The Rock. Good for him.
The actual person, not the character. But
no, other than the fact that it felt like just a promotional... The actual matches, the three of them, were really good for the first night of Raw. On Netflix, I should say.
Well, that's good.
Because Raw has been on for, like, what? How many years now?
A while. Long enough. Oh no, when did Hell freeze over?
It's on technically for 32 seasons.
Well, there you go.
Since...
Knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe.
When did it start, though? 1993.
That's like forever ago.
When did SmackDown start?
Late 90s?
No idea.
Blah, 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 blah. 1999.
Well, there you go.
I didn't think it was that far away, but yeah, wow, okay.
Apparently it was.
But yeah, I should probably watch AEW. I think I have access to it. It's on what, TBS? But there's just so much shit to watch. Oh, I can watch it on Hulu, okay. There's also, Ring of Honor, TNA, all the stuff from Japan.
Yeah, all the stuff from Japan. Hell yeah, brother.
I'm just talking wrestling, but yeah, all the anime and fucking stuff from Korea.
I know what you meant, but I was making the joke just because, like,
yeah,
like the Japanese wrestling is outrageous. Like, American wrestling is a thing, but Japanese wrestling is so much, like, better. like the Japanese never really dropped away from like the mid 80s, 70s, 80s, early 90s like professional wrestling, just fucking wacky fucking.
Like,
oh my god, it's the Great Gobbler versus Doink the Clown. It's still my favorite fucking match from them. Like, who fucking greenlit this shit?
Vince fucking high off his ass McMahon.
Yeah, just fucking. Or like the Gookie Gobbler or whatever. I just remember it's a guy in a fucking turkey costume. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Oh boy.
I miss when the roster of the fucking professional wrestling organizations looked like something from a Japanese fighting game. You got the clown guy, the giant bird, undead man.
I mean, we still have a bit of that. It's just less theatrical.
Yeah.
It's more, I'm the bad guy, you're the good guy, unless you're the mystic guy, I'm the not mystic guy. There's still a bit of that because they've got the, fuck. Hang on. Superstars. What is his name? Or at least
you say that like you expect me to have any fucking clue. Any fucking clue. Anyway. I'm sorry to be all over the place. I'm trying to finish up Lego Incredibles while we do this because I want to move on to a different game, and this is my first chance to play in a week. Okay, 5 days, but you get what I'm saying. I worked from fucking Friday till Monday, 10-hour days, one after another.
Yeah.
Because I'm an adult or some shit like that. So...
Which is
also
why
still... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Which is why I don't understand why your mom, like, gets all her panties up in a fucking twist about shit that you don't do, because you're swinging between exhausted and work and exhausted and work, and it's like, you're a fucking adult. Handle
Dude, I didn't
yourself.
sleep last night. Like, I fell asleep at 5 a.m. this morning, not on purpose. That's how fucked my rhythm is.
Yeah, it's like... It's like, okay, get off his ass. Like, he's legit working 50 to 70 hour weeks and then trying to make up for it with sleep. Like, hello.
I put an easy 50 in every week. I would 70s only. That's only at Black Friday and like around Christmas. That's pretty much done now.
Yeah.
Until next year, or until this coming Christmas for 2025. And maybe this summer they might have a week or two that are like that, but it's not. It won't be common.
Yeah.
No, I definitely appreciate the candor and whatnot, because like I work a lot, and like in trying to get people to understand like the reason why I'm like non-committal to social shit and like sleeping a lot of the time that I'm not working. It's like, yeah, I work and I sleep and I work and I sleep. Like, no, you don't. I'm like, yeah, I really do.
It's like, yeah, when does he have time to do anything?
Well, given that I slept till... Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
That is not like working or sleeping, or like, because it's like he needs to sleep someone, and then, well, he's doing his thing where he's helping out his grandma or hanging out with his grandma, whatever. It's like, okay, well, what else do you want?
Well, yeah, it's like I'll work 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. And then my mom will be like, can you stop over and see your grandma? And I'm like, yeah, okay, no problem. Then I'm there till 7. And I go home, and my mom's like, you were already in bed when I got home. Like, I have to work at 6 a.m. Like, I got to be up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. Like, that's... If I go to bed at 7, which I don't, but if I get ready for bed at 7, I should be sleeping by 8 or 9, which will give me 7 or 8 hours if I'm lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pardon.
And then the other, 2 days a week, I'm working at close, so that's 9 or 10 o'clock at night. So I'm going in at 11, I have to be at work at 11 or 12 during the day, and then I'm not getting off till 9 or 10 o'clock at night. And it's like, then I come home and I'm not going to fall asleep till probably 11 or midnight. Then I have to be back to work either at 6 a.m. or 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. And it's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's also like my thing of like, oh, what's new with you? Nothing, because I leave the house.
Yeah.
At most once a week.
Well, like, I go shopping, and that's like, we were talking about this because I was like, oh, you don't go anime hunting anymore. I'm like, why would I even bother? Like, what? Why don't you want to? I'm like, because I like sleep, and I don't want to spend 3 to 4 hours wandering the cities.
Yeah, it's like, well, why should I do that when I can spend maybe 10, 15 minutes anime hunting online and maybe place 1 to 2 orders and then go to sleep?
Right.
It's just as easy to do that and
Sounds like
stay
such
at
an old
home.
man. Right.
It's to stay at home, not deal with people anymore for the rest of the night. Still get anime hunting in, and if I find something, I can still order it to my house. And then I could go straight. I can eat while I'm doing that. I can eat dinner while I'm doing that, and then go to fucking sleep.
I mean, it's not to say that I probably should be doing more shit while I'm off, but like, dude, I woke up at like just before 10 o'clock this morning. I've literally only been awake for 2 or 3 hours right now.
Yeah. Poor Cupcake.
And then, like, we'll get done with this, then I'll have to go get the car cleaned up because we have to drive to the airport. Then, I'll be hanging out with my aunt and my mom and probably my grandma tonight. So then it'll be time to go home and go to bed so I can get up and go right back to work tomorrow. And I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, like, I mean, you guys, like, you're a busy dude. I'm like, I never thought I would be this guy. Because, like, I spent a lot of the first 20-some years of my life being critically, terminally bored and not having a lot going on. And then all of a sudden, after my dad died, it just fucking flipped. Suddenly I was like, never ending. Go, go, go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remembered the name of the wrestler.
Oh, yeah?
I was trying to think of the Wyatt family from Bray Wyatt, which you've probably never heard of.
Yeah, I have not.
They're like the next generation of mystical bad guy wrestlers.
And who was the previous generation?
Like The Undertaker and Kane.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
That sort of thing.
Yeah, not like the silliness of like luchadors, but like actual like The Undertaker and Kane and
yeah, they have mystical powers.
What purely out of conjecture as you're talking about families wrestlers, what's up with like the Rhodes family?
Oh,
like they're like all like big time wrestlers, it seems like.
Well, Cody currently is which one? The world champion or the heavyweight champion?
Because Cody's the I forget what, like, is it Dusty was the father?
Because
Goldust is the older son.
Yeah, Dustin Goldust is Dusty Rhodes' older son. He's his half brother.
Right.
But yeah, Cody is doing great. Not that Dustin's doing bad, because I know he's doing stuff in AEW, still wrestling.
Yeah, no, I didn't mean like any of them were doing bad. I was just like, I remember Goldust. They're like, yeah, something Dustin Rhodes. I'm like, and they were like Dusty Rhodes, and I'm like, is that what? And I was like, that's the dad. I'm like, oh.
As far as I know, Dusty was always proud of both of them.
Yeah, no, I did. Yeah.
I mean, they're doing great for the name, and
yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, they're both legit good wrestlers. Like, I didn't. Yeah, I was just like.
Goldust is 55. Fuck.
He's an old man. Didn't like Sting just retired?
Yeah, finally. He should have retired years ago. He's got a fucked up back.
Oh, 100%. What Sting's got to be almost 60, right?
He is 65.
Wow, okay, forget I said anything. Woo! He definitely should have retired. Or, you know what I'm saying, whatever, Legends contract, just so, because, like,
well, he's
clearly...
He probably won't get one, because he went over to AEW, and he's not, like...
I didn't mean, like, actual Legends contract. I meant, like, you know, that kind of contract where you're not wrestling regularly, because, like, Jesus.
Yeah. A lot of Legends now train.
So like, maybe, teach?
Yeah, so maybe he could do that. If he
probably wouldn't do it for WWE, but, like, I just meant, like, the whole, you know, like, dude should not be actively wrestling at 65. Like, he'll fucking implode at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe I'm just an asshole. I don't know.
Somebody hurt him, and I forget who it was. Hubby would know, because he knows that sort of shit.
Because he's a savant for that.
Yeah, especially classic wrestling. Like, somebody threw him into a turnbuckle wrong, and I think that's what fucked him up.
So it wasn't, like, purposeful hurt him, it was...
No, it was an accident.
What are you... Oh.
How do you spell injury?
INJURY?
Thank you.
That's not right. I know that's not right. I think it right. Damn. Okay, never mind.
JURY. Okay.
Okay, I was off by a little bit.
Is that the only place where it says injury?
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I think Vader hurt him.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Vader hasn't wrestled, like, I think he's dead, but, like, he hadn't wrestled in a long time. That was, like, in the 90s?
This is the wrong person. There we go. That's the right person. Yes, he is deceased.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure. What did he die from?
Heart attack? Stroke?
Pneumonia.
Ooh, not a fun way to go.
He died from it because from his heart condition. Because he had multiple heart surgeries and had an arrhythmia.
Right.
Which fucked him over. Because he also had congestive heart failure. Okay.
Right.
So yeah, pneumonia got him. That's tragic. Going back to the Wyatt thing, I was going to say, Bray Wyatt died at 36 because of a heart condition.
Yeah.
Which he shouldn't have been wrestling in the first place because of it. But a lot of wrestlers wrestle no matter what because they need the money. So his brother, what's his brother's name? Bo Dallas took over for him.
Okay.
And plays Uncle Howdy.
Uncle Howdy, I love it.
That's the name of him, yeah. And he took over the family business, essentially. Right. Which is good for him. It's sad that he had to get a star position because his brother died. But he's a great wrestler. He deserves it. He's just a great guy, too.
Right.
It's, nowadays, especially because of social media, it's hard to be a shitty person and a wrestler at the same time.
Yeah.
Especially with all the charity work they do.
Yeah.
Because
there's like less, what do you call it?
They will just fire your ass if they think it'll be bad for the company. Or force you to go to, like, treatment or something because they have, like, health compliances now.
Yeah.
Because of all the drug scandals.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's enough.
It always shocks me how shitty people in general are. It's like, my God, did no one teach you any empathy? It's like,
apparently not.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, I don't even mean like celebrities. I just meant like in general.
Like, I had to go through it, so everybody else should have to go through it. Fuck you. It should be, I went through it, no one else should have to go through it. Exactly. With regards to almost anything.
Right. The whole idea is that if you survive something terrible, you try to make it so that the people following behind you don't.
Yeah, you're supposed to make it better for the next generation, not the same or worse. Just because you suffered. I smell lilac. That's weird. Am I having a stroke? I don't smell toast.
I was gonna say this is gonna be Kiki's burnt toast moment.
No, that's even. Okay, I'm fine.
I just noticed you have horns. I just noticed.
Boop. Well, it kind of blends in. I'm wearing a lot of black.
Much like your soul.
I get to talk to somebody about my boobies on Wednesday. Yay!
Yay!
And about getting rid of them, not about getting, like, bigger ones, because God, no.
All we need you to do is lose 40 pounds in the next 2 weeks. Good luck.
Are you gonna give me, like, Wegovy or something? Because that's not happening.
A Mesopack or whatever, just doop.
Yeah.
Now you're not hungry. Good luck. I just got told I'm a good candidate for that. I was like, please, no. I like eating. Don't take away my one last joy in life.
Yeah.
Yes, I do need to lose weight. I get it. I'm just saying, like...
Yeah, but you're also a buff boy.
Well, technically, I'm morbidly obese, and that's unacceptable. I'm like, I'm also, like, benching 275 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
I'm stronger than...
body.
Yeah. I'm fat. I'm not saying I ain't fat. Like, I got a gut. But, like, I'm also, like, lifting more weight than, like, everyone in my department, including the guy who is a soldier and works out regularly. And he's got about the same build I do. Like, I'm not disagreeing I need to lose weight, but, like, they're like, you have a 35 BMI. You're critically morbidly obese. And I'm just like...
Fuck BMI.
I literally, like, the last time, like, over the summer when I was talking to my psych doctor, I was like, yo, if, like, before you go down this road of I need to lose weight, like, I walk, I run, I lift, I climb, like, yes, I need to be better about what I'm eating. I'm not arguing that fact. Like, I fully commit to the fact that last night I had a barbecue chicken sandwich wrap, when I went to the store to go grocery shopping. And then at about 11 p.m., when I didn't feel like I had to do anything else, I made half a small bag of Supreme pizza rolls, which is not super healthy. But it's also, like, the only major thing I ate all day. After being on my feet working for 10 plus hours. Like, I wasn't like, oh no, that 1,500 calories in pizza rolls is gonna make me fat. I was just like, whatever. But, you know, like, my calorie budget's like almost 3,000 calories a day.
Exactly.
Yeah, hubby does a lot of his eating in the evening because he doesn't get a chance to have, like, breakfast or lunch.
Right. So then they're like, you really shouldn't be eating that much. Your lightest meals should be right before bed. Like, less than 500 calories. You're going like, I didn't eat all day.
Because you don't get a fucking chance.
Right.
Like, he wakes up early enough to leave, And then
Yeah.
at work, there's still short staff, so
Right.
lunch is him doing, like, either his old job or someone else's job.
Right.
Like, if he gets to have lunch, it's a miracle, or it's because they had, like, an in-service lunch for a meeting.
Yeah, like, and everybody's staring at you like you're a monster because you, like, you know, had 2 peanut butter sandwiches, like, while doing paperwork.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that's not good for you. That's a lot of calories. It's like, fuck off.
I really should eat breakfast instead of skipping it, but I'm not hungry in the morning.
Well, see, that's my problem. It takes me 2 or 3 hours to get hungry, like, when I wake up. So, if I go to work at 5 a.m., that means I'm getting hungry about 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Which I could take a break and go, like, have breakfast. But also, I'm usually working 6 a.m. to 2, 3, or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I also would like to have lunch at some point. You only get 1 meal break.
Yes.
So you either have a quick, like, fast breakfast, like you buy a thing of mini donuts or, you know, Pop-Tarts or whatever, which isn't super healthy, or you take a meal break, go get actual food, but then have to skip lunch until you get off. Get off at that time, then you're having a late lunch, and then your dinner gets pushed forward, and then you're having the same problem. You're eating too much calories too late in the day. Your most calories should be right away when you wake up. Fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing with the whole sleep hygiene. You should sleep the same time every night. Well, 2 days a week, I have to be at work until 9 or 10 o'clock. 2 days a week, I have to be there at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, and 1 day a week, I work a mid-shift.
It's like, okay. It's not practical for what real people do, because a lot of them don't work the same shift. Okay, I froze for a second there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. But they just don't work, like, the same exact hours every day. Or because other people don't work the same exact hours every day, their life is split up into different things. I don't know what word I want there.
So, like, for example, my schedule is the same week in, week out. I take the same breaks, same length breaks at the same time.
Right.
So for me, it's like, I can have the regimented sleep schedule or the eating schedule. Cupcake and other people who work retail hours, whether it's at a store or a restaurant, fuck no. They eat when they can eat. They sleep when they can sleep because they're trying to fucking work and survive and just get through life.
Mm-hmm. There is no set hours for what somebody does in a day because life doesn't work like that.
Well, it's like the new shit where they're like, you shouldn't have any caffeine after like 9 a.m. Oh fuck, I'm in for a ride.
I just had a full pot of tea. It's not a lot of caffeine compared to you because I can't handle caffeine anymore, but
right.
That's just not going to happen for a lot of people because this country runs on caffeine and drugs.
The fact that they're now treating caffeine use like they treat alcohol use drives me. Like, it's been my big gripe. It's just like now they're treating caffeine use like alcohol use. So if you're over they have the green light, yellow light, red light system going where they're like, if you're using more than 600 milligrams of caffeine a day, you are in the cautionary area. If you're using more than 1,200, you're an addict and need to figure out your life. And I'm just like, I sleep when I'm dead.
Well, also, also the thing of like, before we went on vacation to the beach, I told my mom, I'm wearing a bikini.
Yeah.
I don't know if you should. I'm like, Mom,
Fuck off.
There are men who have bodies that look like mine or have huge guts that go out in Speedos and regular, board shorts, board swimsuits.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's different. No, it's not. What?
Dude, my sorry ass with my fucking gut hanging out in a pair of fucking swim trunks.
Yeah,
Sorry,
it's
go
like,
ahead.
Literally, there are men with huge guts. This is not me body shaming them. They can have the body they want. I was like, Mom, there are guys with bigger guts than me whose breasts are literally look like mine, and they're not wearing a shirt. And they're only culturally acceptably not wearing a shirt because they are assigned male at birth and they have a male body. Right?
They don't have titties.
They don't have titties or boobies. They have moobs. So it's like, look. And then she didn't say anything about me wearing it during the vacation. I was like, yeah.
Right.
I was like, look, you should be happy that I have enough body confidence to be like, fuck y'all, I'm wearing a bikini.
I mean, like, I don't care who you are. Like, literally the only, let's just say, particular swimwear I might ask questions, like a public beach, is for dudes a banana hammock and for women like a micro bikini. I'm like, I don't know if that's really what you want to be wearing in a public space, but I'm also not going to tell you no, because by the letter of the law, technically you're still covered. But it's one of those, like,
yeah.
As far as like regular bikinis and shit, go for it. I don't give a shit.
But yeah, it's regular bikini. So it's like, but also like, if she had
not that I think you were, but I'm saying like, I saw like some dude walking by like in a banana hammock. I'd be like, yo, my brother in Christ, put that shit away before it's in the ocean and we're seeing you at full mast.
But it's
Go ahead, sorry.
It's like, Mom, are my nipples covered? Yes. Is my vajayjay and mons and all that stuff down below covered? Yes. I am not committing acts of public indecency right now on the beach. Okay, I'm not flashing anymore. I'm not going, hey, look at my vajayjay, look at my titties. No. So you need to stop. Yeah. But, But also I know the culture she was raised in. High Catholicism.
Right.
And raised by people who said women have to be modestly dressed. Whatever modest means to people, right?
Right.
And it's like, okay, you know what? I'm not like you said, Cupcake. I'm not wearing a micro bikini. My ass is not hanging out. My vajayjay's not hanging out. So you just need to just shut the fuck up.
Man, micro bikinis are actually bigger than I remember.
Right.
It's like they got more modest. Oh, there's extreme micro bikinis now. Okay. There's different categories of your micro bikinis.
Oh boy.
But also, like, if someone ever, like my mom or whoever, oh, people with your body type aren't healthy, immediately bring up, there's a belly dancer I follow on Instagram who is bigender. I just saw that post recently. They're bigender, but they have a feminine, they're AFAB.
Mm-hmm.
And their body shape looks like mine. But like pulling it up and saying, see this? This person is more in shape than me. But look at their body type. They got the jiggle jiggle. They got the wiggle wiggle. They got the large titties. They got the jiggly butt. They got the jiggly thighs. They got the jiggly belly. Hello. But they're in shape.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like,
carrying extra weight is always,
yeah.
It's always bad for you, but like, yeah. Like I said, like I don't deny that I need to lose weight. Like I definitely have weight that I shouldn't be carrying, but like in the same breath, like I don't know. I just feel like being told I'm critically, morbidly, fatally obese. I'm just like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like it's
like my lifestyle literally does not allow me to take the steps needed that you say are needed to lose that weight that is just chilling.
right.
So it's like I can't do anything. Sorry, not sorry.
Well, for me, it just basically comes down to eating really well, but it's hard because like I work weird hours. And I'm lazy. I don't really want to like make good food.
You want something enjoyable. Enjoyable and quick.
Yeah.
Right.
Quick is the very important part.
Yeah.
That's why I'm eating so much, like, because I have the air fryer, it's like, having fucking tater tots and shit, because you can make them quickly. It's calorically dense potatoes.
Hey, the first wildfire of the season.
Yay!
It's in Southern California. I don't care. North Cali all the way.
Oh, and apparently, because I just looked, apparently the motorcade for President Carter's funeral has formed or is forming.
Oh, good. Hopefully nothing bad happens.
Yes. Let's not make a statement with one of the more palatable presidents.
Right.
Like,
he managed to balance. Go ahead.
Because Jimmy Carter is one of those guys where you're like, okay, no matter what you thought of his policies when he was in office, he's also one of the only presidents that you see or that you have seen going out and doing shit like Habitat for Humanity well into their 80s and 90s.
Right.
Like,
exactly.
You don't see the Bushes or the Clintons doing that. Like, so it's like, and even if it was like sometimes a media stunt, right? It's like, well, at least he's
doing
getting
something
out there and doing that,
Yeah.
Rada.
Rada. Waka waka.
Waka 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 waka. Nothing quite like Frank Oz.
Yeah.
No, what now?
Oh, Waka Waka. He's the voice of Fozzie Bear.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Everybody's a critic.
It was the way you said it. Made me think that something had come to light or something.
No,
Okay.
Since you did Muppets for this month's icons, I've been thinking about Fozzie more often.
Oh, okay.
What is the Muppets in general? Like Frank Oz, the voice of it.
Go ahead.
I wonder who's gonna pick up Sesame Street.
Yeah.
Since HBO or again Warner or whatever Discovery cut their contract. Like the younger. Yeah, the younger people at work are like, good riddance. It's about time that show ended. I'm like, really? Like, it's a cultural fucking cornerstone of our country.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, come on now. It's like, kids learning what death was as they watched Big
Mr.
Bird
Hooper.
understand what death was,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow, since 1969.
Jeez.
I know, right? I want to be, if they manage to go till 2029, that'd be what, 60 years? 70 years? 60 years.
Because 40 years would have been 2009, I think. If I math right, I know I don't math very well.
No, that's right. Yeah, 40, 50, 60. Yep.
I fucking hate paywalls. I'm trying to read an article. Just put ads on your page.
Never! Never!
I mean, I hate looking up articles on my phone because they're just covered in shit.
Right.
Ads and shit, but I'd rather deal with that than only reading, like, the first 3 sentences and then a pop-up going, you gotta pay for the rest. I know you gotta pay people to make the articles, but you're not making me want to pay people to make the articles.
Yeah.
What if I don't want to pay people? Then what? They'll use AI. Ooh.
Then you won't
That's
get
the
any
new thing
articles.
now. The fucking AI written fucking articles. It's like, oh god.
I shouldn't have to add minus AI to search. Yeah. It's, when I'm looking up reference images, it's like, no, I don't want AI. It doesn't know autonomy well.
Right.
And it gives creepy faces.
I'm amused, disturbed, whatever. Like, all of the art sites are just fucking flooded with bad AI art. It's just so bizarre.
I'm an AI artist.
I mean, seriously, like, I still have people I follow on DeviantArt, and it's like legitimately, like, you go to the new art page, and it's just flooded with bad AI generated art. And not even like cartoony art. I mean, like, photorealistic art. It's like,
oh god,
what the fuck?
Yeah, that's a what the fuck moment.
I'm not against AI as a tool. I'm a little against it as a tool because it takes so much energy to use, but I'm against it as a means to an end. It should not be replacing someone.
Right.
Yeah.
That, and a lot of the models just steal for their information. Right.
Well, it's like finding out that like the most famous like cartoony like art style you see it used is based off a real artist.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was the first one they used to train it, so it looks the most like his art, and like now he can't get work because the AI models all draw in his style.
Yeah, that's just tragic.
Right. They literally went like, my life was ruined by a computer program.
Yeah, that sucks. I mean, I guess that's a good thing about my kind of art. Because yeah, it can be used to feed the AI machine and like CAPTCHA and whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not gonna like necessarily lose out on work because I don't art, and the art looks like my shit, you know.
Right.
Make art, even if it's bad. Just don't use AI.
Right.
Yeah.
Or whatever the slogan is now. I forget what it is. It's something like that. But, like, make bad art, not AI, or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
The old Jake the Dog. Just remember, bro, you gotta be bad at something before you can be good at something.
Mm-hmm. What are you doing? Are you playing or fighting?
Meow.
It's hard to tell with them.
Yes.
Oh.
Get him! Get his fat ass!
Have him burn some calories.
Okay, I'm gonna switch back over to a computer.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Beep boop.
Oh shit. There we go.
Oh, I still got a few minutes left of break, but I'm like, I just feel like.
Well, we're probably gonna wrap up here in a bit so Cupcake can go do his thing. That's why we started early.
What? I still have plenty of time, don't I?
Do you?
Yeah, I still got like a couple hours.
Well, we're almost at 2 hours because we started early.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. I just like.
We can keep going as long as you like. It's not like I...
No, I'm not. I just meant, like, you don't have to worry about me. Like, I still have plenty of time.
Okay. Don't fall off. They're not hissing, so I assume they're playing.
Right. Yeah, it looks like they're going pretty gentle at each other, because I can see their heads moving back and forth behind you.
Yeah.
They're just bapping.
Get them.
Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow. Look at him. Pacha. Pacha. The fat one's just rolling around.
That's its tactic. Roll around on your back or sit on him. Because I have seen him, like, mid-fight just get up and sit.
Oh, there they go. They're done. Back outside.
Yes. Oh, it's fun. So in Stardew Valley, I am in spring year 5.
Oh, you're already in year 5? Nice.
Yes. I have to finish one more bundle of, like, I need to finish I have one more set of, like, bundles to finish, right? And the community center to finish it. And let me make sure. Oop, come here. I have one more, and then each one of these, let me make sure. One. And in each one of those, I only have one left in each one. So, yeah. And they're the more, like, they're the harder to find ones. So, yeah. And I got up to 8 hearts with both Harvey and Elliot.
Okay.
And then I decided, let's romance officially Elliot.
Ooh.
So I gave Elliot the bouquet of flowers. And so now we are officially official, and he took me on the last day yesterday in the game. I went on a date with him, and we kissed.
Ooh.
And it was funny because it was in a rowboat, and so let me get to you, because I shared it with some friends of mine, because I was screaming laughing. So we kissed, and then, like, the avatar, like, my avatar was, like, vibrating in excitement. And then Elliot goes, "Uh-oh, the vibration for your body has caught the attention of a crimson fish. We better get out of here." And I'm like, what the fuck is a crimson fish? And a vibration?
Giggity.
I was like, a crimson fish, Elliot. Are you sure you don't mean crimson worm or crimson snake? Because I'm like, that my fan fiction brain was like, don't you mean this? What fish do you speak of, good sir? But that was just funny to me. That was like, yeah, okay, Elliot. You do you, boo-boos. Oh, wait a minute.
I never romanced Elliot. He's a little too floaty. I don't know. He's a poet and reminds me too much of myself.
Hey, I got it.
A little pretentious.
Yeah, but he's not, for me, he's not as pretentious as, like, fucking Alex with his grid ball shit.
Alex
get
is
the
terrible.
fuck out of here. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, motherfucker. I don't care about your grid ball. Like, oh, you came through the snow all the way to see me? Of course you did. I'm like, motherfucker, like...
Yeah, Alex is kind of terrible. Not as bad as, what's his face? What's his name? Why do I never remember people's names?
What's up?
I'm trying to remember someone's name.
Hey, you guy!
Villagers. Is it Shane I'm thinking of? Which one's the alcoholic?
The alcoholic that I'm thinking of is Pam.
No, I'm not thinking of Pam. I don't think you can marry Pam.
No, you can't. She is a non-marriage candidate.
Mm-hmm.
So there's Haley, who is like the ditzy blonde.
No, I'm thinking of Shane, because you find him drunk a couple of times.
Yes. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Shane. I almost went for Sebastian.
Sebastian's a good choice.
Give me that emo kid.
Yeah.
But like Harvey's got the cute guy, and then Elliot, I was like, because at first I was like, oh my god, Elliot is like you said, it's like, oh my god, what the hell is going on with Elliot? And I'm like, you know what? I decided he bought me a drink and we got drunk together, and I was like, you know what? I'll just lean into it. I'll just lean in. Let's go.
Harvey's cute, but still a little upset that if he finds you, he still charges you after marriage. It's like, fucker, I'm married to you.
Oh, jeez. Come on.
Can't you save my ass for free?
Oh my gosh, Harvey.
Out of love? It's like the money's gonna go right back to me anyway. It doesn't really, but it should. But, yeah. I don't know, I usually go for like Abigail or Emily or Leia.
I almost went for Maru because of Demetrius's whole like shovel talk.
Yeah, Demetrius is terrible. But I don't think I've ever dated Maru. It's been a while since I played. It's a very big time sink.
Yes, it is.
And apparently Trump wants to change the name of the Gulf of Mexico. This just came up on my feed. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
That's fine.
He wants to change it to Gulf of America.
Because of course he does.
Okay, whatever. I'm not even. The man's a. Yeah. Anyway, just gonna shut my mouth.
I mean, according to this, technically he can. It's just other countries don't have to recognize it. We'd be the only ones.
Recognize it. Yeah.
Yeah, we would be the only ones calling it that. So why bother?
Exactly.
Other than the fact that, make America great again. Make Canada a state. And give me Greenland. For some fucking reason. Why the fuck does he want Greenland?
Question.
Yeah?
I do not have the answer for.
Yeah, I don't know why. But whatever. And the Panama Canal thing is weird. But he's weird, so whatever. Anyway, moving on.
Oop. I wonder who shared me a reel. Scares a cupcake.
I'm simply passing the love along.
Yes, they're like that. They are like that. Like, hello, my love. But also, like, with Stardew, I'm stuck at this desk anyways for 8 hours, and if I have to wait for calls to come in and it's a slow day, I have time to sink into it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, if I wanted to, I also have time to sink into it. I just don't have the will.
I get it.
Like, unless I'm recording it, I haven't been playing a lot in the way of just for the sake of playing it video games.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. You know, it's
hard to get into that brain frame.
Yeah, and also you have to have some of the games you have to have the right mindset. Overwatch, you have to have the right mindset. DBD, you have to have the right mindset of, do I have the correct mental mindset to play this game right now?
Yeah.
I can't remember, it was last night, but somebody was like, "Oh my god, the healers are so stupid." I'm like, dude, chill. It's a fucking game, motherfucker, seriously, motherfucker, staring at people and going,
I have many games installed, but not the will to play them.
Right?
Although I suppose next time Cupcake has a day off, I'm gonna make him play games with me, so I'm playing a game. We gotta finish Darkside Detective.
I'll be off, next Thursday?
I think that's what I have you scheduled as.
Yeah. Since I work the rest of the fucking time.
Yeah. Did you take the last week off, or I'm remembering wrong?
Third week.
Third week?
Or whatever week the MLK Day is in, that's the week I'm off.
Okay. I think I wrote that down.
Yeah.
I'm trying to calendar out my stuff so I actually attempt to do it.
Yeah, because otherwise we're like, we should do something the next time, you're off. And then that day comes and goes, and I'm like, we never did anything. You're like, yeah, I did. Yeah. I'm like,
forgot.
yeah, same. Yeah.
Or didn't want to, or whatever.
Usually what happens is you're like, you didn't feel well. Something happened and you were sick, or... I'm not complaining or saying, it's usually the same thing for me. It's like, well, okay.
Let me look at my calendar. Let me learn how to spell so I can find my calendar. Can I view month? Do I have to look at 3 days when I'm looking at the mobile version? Okay, whatever. Does it rotate? Hello? Nope, does not. I hate the mobile version of my calendar app. Okay. Yeah, I have it written down. Okay.
Good.
I would load it up on my computer, but it would load on this screen, and that's the screen I'm recording. Because I still haven't figured out how to make it record a specific thing. But it's in beta. They'll figure it out. It's a free app, whatever.
Oh, weird.
Poor OBS. US blacklist Tencent?
Well, they said it. They said they were going to. They're the ones that own TikTok.
Don't they own a lot, though?
Yeah.
Way more than just TikTok? Go back to search. Is there just a list? This is not helpful. Let's see. Ooh, PUBG. Ooh. Okay. That is a low-flying plane. Of course they did. Instagram blocks LGBTQ hashtags and treats them as sexually suggestive content.
Woo.
Yeah. The fact that they're no longer gonna fact check on Facebook. Because he's gone all Magna head. Facts are for losers.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh no. What's the dumb motherfucker that always talks about like alpha males and shit?
There's a lot of those.
He's bald. I can't fucking think of.
What is his name? Ah!
I can like see it in the distance of my brain, but I can't think of what the fuck his name is.
Andrew Tate?
Yeah. Anyway, so here's a picture of him fresh out of jail.
Oh, he got out?
Oh, damn. Fuck.
Fucking Dumbo wants his ears back, motherfucker.
Jesus Christ. No wonder he's usually bald.
Oh yeah, he's losing his hair hard. He doesn't have a nice beard either. He's got that fucking like
it's
patchy shit.
It's scraggly.
Yeah.
Jeez. Hopefully they get his ass.
Right.
Assuming that he did all the things he did. I am being followed like crazy by sex bots on not Instagram, Blue Sky.
Mine for that is Tumblr.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, so and so is following you, and I'm like, oh, okay, who is this? And it's like sexy pictures. I'm like, really? Report for sexually explicit content. You know, move up, block. You know.
Like, I'm all for porn and stuff. It's just, don't be a bot. And don't post stuff in places where that's not allowed.
Right.
Yeah.
I also like that the entire South is fucking outlawing Pornhub.
Yes, and VPNs are on the rise.
I'm shocked, I tell you.
Steam wishlist is so huge that when it tells me about a game, I'm usually like, what the fuck is this?
Right. Like, your game is on sale. You're like, what game?
Mm, 59 cents. That's a decent sale.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna buy it, because I have a shit ton of games right now I need to get through. But you can remain on my wish list, whatever you are.
Right.
Crampin'?
I mean, any game that's fucking 59 cents can't be...
Well, it's on sale.
Well, still, I mean, 59 cents? Jesus.
80% off.
That's a cheap game.
I think it's a short game. It's, according to this, it's similar to Undertale.
I'm still dog with
that means.
I'm still done with that game I swear we played, but like never did we never actually did. I don't know if you lost a hard drive or what, but I still have just vaguest memories of it.
The one with the like yellow car?
Yeah, like a yellow car and like records and like.
Yeah. But I don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah, I know. I'm not like trying to like dredge up old memories. I just kind of like. I know it had to be one of those games. I feel like it only took us a few hours to play.
Like, I don't know. Was it a Steam game? Was it a Itch.io game? Was it an Epic game? Was it Good Old Games?
Right.
Because I have accounts on all of them.
Yeah.
Was it just a weird game we found on the internet?
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Yeah, I have lost so much equipment and recordings.
At this point, I now believe it's likely that I mashed two different things together, but I don't know what things I mashed together. I think the yellow car may have been from Disco Elysium.
I don't think we played Disco Elysium.
No, but I've watched other people play it.
Yeah, it's a great game. I don't think I own it. Or do I? Maybe I own it on Epic. I don't know.
It was one of those ones where I think it went through a weird, the people who made it, the people who owned the rights to it. Or you know what I'm saying? A company owned the rights to the game, but the people who made it basically got, forced out. And there was that whole thing of,
Go ahead.
That's it.
Okay. Yeah, it got split into two different companies. Which is really sad, because they made such a great game together, and then they just couldn't stay together. Because of bullshit.
Right.
And now there's Zam, and I forget what the other company is. Oh, they were gonna make a sequel? Fuck.
Right.
Fuck. Oh, Red Info is the other company. Okay.
Right.
They're both working on their own games now, but the things that never will be. Like Half-Life 3.
Indeed. Indeed.
No matter how much they tease and poke.
Well, like I said, at this point, Half-Life 3 would be a disappointment just because the hype that it would have would be outrageous.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I would probably love it, but that's me.
Right.
Not the, toxic world we live in right now.
Right.
Nah.
Raja.
There's so much stuff for us to watch, too.
I know.
All the Dune stuff, the Sonic stuff. Because we gotta not watch the Knuckles TV show. Well, we don't gotta do anything, but I would like to.
Right. Then you have me that took on the impossible task of watching One Piece.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I'd also like to watch Crystal one of these days. Get around to it. And then,
now that the final shit's finally coming out, or out, I don't know.
It's out.
Okay.
And then there's Dan, which is apparently really good.
Yeah, Dan looks fucking amazing.
Getting a second season. I'm excited. I haven't even seen the first season, but I'm excited.
Right.
Because I hear good things. And then, of course, Rumble 1/2 I should get around to eventually, and...
Right.
Fucking all the other things.
Right.
There's too much to watch! And not enough time! There's also all the shit I watch with my husband.
Mm-hmm.
And then all the shit I watch by myself. I watched The Edge of Sleep.
Yeah.
Which is a Prime show with Markiplier. It's based on a podcast.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good. Acting is a little at times, but it's an indie production, so I was like, I'll let it go.
Right.
I recommend it if you're, looking for something to watch. It's got like just 6 episodes. It's getting a second season.
Very nice, very nice.
Or if you don't want to watch it, I guess go check out the podcast. Get the same experience, just without visuals. What else did I watch? Oh, pardon. Where's my recently watched list? Netflix, your website sucks. No, I think I've just been watching YouTube.
Right.
Oh. If you guys, either later or now or whatever, want to see my house, I can share my screen and...
Go ahead.
Show my...
Yeah, you're good.
Alright, so let's see here. I don't know how... let's share screen. We are going to... Come on, Stardew. Here we go.
Watch? Oh, nope, not like that. Hang on.
Okay.
There we go. Like that. You're good.
There we go. Alright, so here my boyfriend. This is Elliot. Okay. Oh, so I'm going to use the mine cart to get home. So, I've already unlocked the quarry, but we're going to go to the bus stop because that's right by my house. There, my house. So I'm going to unload my backpack really quick. So I have a shit ton of shit. There we go. And yes, that's my ADHD coming into play, because I'm like, it needs to be in a certain set order. And let's do... Okay. So, just outside of my house.
Ooh.
Alright, and this is with all of the rooms.
Okay.
Thank you for...
She can't talk, but she's still showing us.
Right.
Oh, skeleton in the kids' room. I want one of those massive skeletons. They can get at like Home Depot. How, like the 7 foot, I want to say tall ones? I forget how big they are. I don't know where I would put it, because I live in an apartment, but I want one.
Right.
Dress it up for all the holidays.
Ooh.
Oh! Is that like a cat fireplace?
I think so.
It's both adorable and a little horrific.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the main room.
Yeah.
That you start with. Right?
Cow.
And, yes, cow. And then, this is the lower level. I had to get a cat house and a telephone. You can call people. These are all the people you can call. Robin, Clint, Pierre, Marnie, Gus, and that's all you can call. And some of from the Desert Festival, some cactuses. Then the bedroom, where I had to purchase this bed from Willie, because it looked cute. And all of these fish tanks come from Willie, too. Then you have this one, another fish tank, and then, all these on the right are the drying, the dehydrators, and then These are like the kegs that you make beer and juice out of and wine. And then you have this room up here. This is the kids' room, obviously. Crib. And then this room where I moved another one of the twin beds. This is the attic, another twin bed.
Do you have the basement?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm getting to that. And then dining room, which I finally got a dining room table. And then cellar is all the way down here. So these barrels only work in the cellar.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to, age things, you need to put because I tried, because I was like, oh, let me put some stuff in, wherever. And wherever that was. And then they were like, oh, no, you can't. This only works in the cellar. I'm like, oh, man, that kind of sucks because I want to put them in other places. But yeah, you would take it. So this is hot pepper wine. So you just take it and go to... These are easy because if they're not pulsating, then you can put something in it. So you can put cheese and wine. So where am I going? Here we go. Oh. So it's easy to figure out where some things are, because if you're putting like gold or silver star things in something, it has the gold or silver star on the outside of the barrel. Okay, so put these back in. And so, and because I fancy, so I have a well right here for the watering can, right? You fill the watering can at it.
Mm-hmm.
And I have two fish. So this is my lingcod pond. Some largemouth bass. I gotta go over here. I have a forest farm, so that's where there's a lot of trees. So I have these three over here. So this is carp and sardines. Those were my first two, was sardines and carp. And then tiger trout. And then I have a shed. So, and when I say I have like 3 or 4, so like light green is the fruit. Dark green is all the vegetables. So I have... Thank you for calling. Okay. So I have like 4 or 5 different vegetable and fruit chests. Now this is the slime hutch. So it looks like a little castle. And then slimes. Look at those little slimes.
Limey babes.
And you have to put up because as you see, they will start to attack you. Because that's what slimes do.
Well, they're assholes.
So you have to put up a little fence so that when you walk in, they don't automatically start attacking you.
Mm-hmm.
And then, no, I have the glow because I have on a glow ring.
Mm-hmm.
So here, this is my horsey. And then, oh, it's getting late. But on my ducks and chipkins, so Bofer, here's Bofer, Owen, Bomber. So as you can see, there's a theme, Dwalin. So
you're such a
the
nerd.
Fellowship. So the hobbits, the hobbit dwarves are the chickens and the rabbit and the duck.
Okay.
All of these guys, my moose and my pig, which is right behind the moo over here. They're all basically like after a fan fiction that I'm a server with. So it's like instead of Ashley, it's Mooshly. So I just put in like moo and then, So what I'm gonna do here. Go. And then I have specific ones for seeds. So I have a lot of seeds.
I see that.
They're not quite at 100. But literally not as much wood. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 999 wood bundles. So yep, that is my house and all that jazz. So yeah. So I'd be rich. I'd be rich. So to give you an idea, I'm gonna wait until this pops up. Okay. So right now my total earnings is almost 3 million gold pieces.
Nice.
My current funds is just over $300,000. So basically, like, if I need hay, I just get hay. But yes, I have a Daisy and C is Mish. And a callback cupcake to the farm name.
Ah!
Figured you would appreciate that. But yes, here's the... So I basically, like, a lot of my time is, in the morning, is I need to water the plants in my house. So that's what I usually start off with, is plants in house need to water, because you can... And we're going to put this in here. So I'm always making something.
Mm-hmm.
And then, this one right here, this is a fish dehydrator. Or smoker, sorry.
I was gonna say, what?
I was technically correct. It's... But raw goddamn word. Yes, and I have lots of different... These are, like... They're like the things you use to get maple syrup, but you also put them on different trees.
Yeah.
And then these are the crab things that you can either get... But yeah, a lot of my morning is petting all the animals. And yes, so like I'll go until like noon, like watering everything, petting everybody. There we go, making sure. Nope, I missed somebody over here. Did I miss anybody? Nope. All right. No, I missed you. And you can hatch void chickens. If you get a void egg, you can hatch a void chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do... There we go. Alright. I have a silo. Oh, I forgot to show the silo. La 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 la. Did I pet you? Yes, I pet you. So that's greenhouse. And then I've got a cherry tree. Here's the silo. And I have a couple of beehives. A doggy. And I chose fruit for my thingy instead of... you either had the choice of fungus or fruit. They said fruit. So this is Miso, the kitty, and then the doggy, this is Sergeant Floof. And then back here I have, so this one makes more wood, and then these three right here make coal. So if I need more coal. And then this, I can't remember what this is. But this one is a crystallarium. You put in a gem of some kind and then it makes the gem. This is the truffle oil, this is the slime, and then these are the recycle. So like if you get like this broken glasses, you can recycle it. And then, yes. So, like, some of this stuff, I'm like, I have enough of those. I can toss it. I have enough of these. You know, I have enough wood. This is all my, like, fishy stuff.
God, I hate fishing in Stardew.
Right.
Yes, fishing can be a pain in the fucking ass. I hate it. But I also have moss. There we go. But every once in a while, like, I'll get, so every once in a while when I get enough, because what I'm doing is, so I still have to get a pufferfish.
Mm-hmm.
I still have to catch a squid, but I take my time. And then Cryptic Note, reach level 100 in Skull Cavern. Skull Cavern is a bitch to get through, because you'll, like, get 3 or 4 flying enemies at you. And, like, a bunch of slimes. So what I'm doing is, there are these staircases that you can make. So right now I have 19, but it takes 99 stone. So you have to, like, have enough stone to, like, you know, get through everything. So I'm like, when I get enough stones, I'm like, okay, let's make a few here, a few there. So that one of the days when I'm like, okay, I have enough, I can just go down and basically, like, not necessarily, like, mine anything, but just go down all the way to 100.
Mm-hmm.
And now I have to worry about, like, okay, let's just go. Let's find the stairs down. Nope, I don't need to find the stairs down. Ooh, another farm totem. Nice. I don't have to do anything. I can just be like, go down and down and down. But yes, I have the quarry open. And I have an iridium pickaxe, because I finally got enough iridium bars to make a pickaxe. And so this is one of the things that opens after you finish up one of the rooms in the community center, right?
Right.
And so, and then over here is, like, another mine area. So you can't, I also tried, because I was like, can you use staircases here? You cannot use staircases here. But here, you know, normal slimes, right? Yeah, go far enough so I can show you. You know, stone, regular stones, yada yada. So it's like a big circle, right?
Mm.
But eventually, all right, let me go back so I can. Okay, kill the slime. Eventually, and here it comes. You heard the little squeak thing. Ah, yes, the floating skulls. Ah, come here. So they're floating skulls. And so you have to kind of beat them off. And you get, like, skulls and stuff. But so you have to be careful in here, because the further you go in, the more skulls there are to fly around and try to get at you. I'm just gonna head out. As you can see, they come after you like the other flying stuff. I usually just... Oh shit, see, like, there's more than one that come after you, so I'm like, you need to be careful. Alright, so... And so I think the only things that I have left to, like, open somehow, at least up this way, because I can go in there, is somehow I think you can open this quartz thingy right here.
Yes, you can.
And then also, so I actually have the thing where I don't need to put bait in the crab pots anymore. So that's very nice. Hi, Demetrius. Bye, Demetrius. And Linus was my first 5-star friend, so I have to 5 hard friends. I have to come and say hello to him and give him a present. The other thing is I have to still open... let's do... I still have to open whatever's behind here.
Oh, okay.
And then also, I don't know if you guys ever noticed, there's like a mini Baba Yaga house right here. See the chimkin legs?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, what? So I don't know whatever's behind there. I don't know. Maybe another mine. I don't know. Something. But, more stones. But also I did notice, but I didn't realize until enough time had gone by. So in the bathhouse. So of course you can't go in here. I can't go in there. I'm a lady. So, of course, the bathhouse locker room, yada, yada, yada. At first, I thought this was as far as I could go. And then I noticed the little doorway here. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, it's the actual bathhouse! Ah! So you can, like, swim around. And, like... So it's a rather big bathhouse. But you walk a little bit slower when you're in here, probably because it's wet. So you're being careful. But yes, you magically change into a bikini or swimsuit.
Yeah.
And then it's under this thing. So under here, you're like, oh, swimsuit. And then you come out on the other side and you're in your clothes again. It's magic.
Magic clothes change, go. It's like you're a magical girl. Change. It needs more sparkles.
But yes, that is all of my stuff.
Okay.
And yes.
When does Grandpa visit you, or is that spoilery?
I don't. Well, that was slightly spoilery, but I don't mind. That's okay.
I thought it was like 3rd year.
I don't know, because I'm in year 5, so good question. As you can see, I got chicken, bear, birdhouse, and doghouse. Got a thingy. So let's go right here. Right here.
Yeah, it's supposed to show up in your 3rd year.
That's weird.
Huh. Maybe it's changed and the wiki hasn't updated?
Maybe.
Are you married to Elliot?
I haven't. I've officially been, because I had to look up like how to propose in Stardew, and that's how I figured out. Oh, you need to get to 8 hearts, and then you need to give a bouquet that you buy from Pierre, and then you have to like, then you have to get the the amulet from the Mariner. So I tried to do that with the Mariner. He said I wasn't ready yet, but then I got a mail from Mayor Lewis about the. If you find anyone special, after I made it official with Elliot.
Okay.
So, I'm assuming that because the Mariner only shows up when it's raining, so the next time it's raining, I'm going to go ahead and go to that specific spot on the beach and see if I can get the medallion so I can marry Elliot. And I already offered for Linus to live with me. I was like, you're my favorite older man. You should come live with me. He's like, no, I couldn't. I'm like, Linus, I love you. Come visit.
Let me marry you. Let me give you a life.
Yes.
He's so perfect.
But yes. What was I doing? Oh yes. Also, one of the things that you get to build.
The raccoons!
So I have to wait to get dried strawberries for them.
Yeah. Oh, it's 1 o'clock.
Yes. So I'm gonna stop streaming.
Okay.
Yep.
Beep boop.
Yep.
Okay. Now that we're at 3 hours. This is gonna be fun to edit. Oh.
Yes.
I guess we should call it here, or at least call recording here. We can keep talking and whatever.
Yeah.
So, thanks for podding with me.
Yes.
Indeed.
Indeedy duty.
Let's see. Again, Happy New Year.
Agreed.
Happy January. Happy... What other holidays are in January?
I don't know. I don't pay attention because I don't get things like MLK Day off, so...
Let's see. New Year's. None of that other stuff matters. Oh god, there's so many things. January 3rd is J.R.R. Tolkien Day?
Interesting.
That's good to know.
You mean last week I could have eaten like a hobbit?
Dude. Second breakfast.
Man, I don't even have anything to smoke in their honor, man. I mean, jeez.
I'm trying to find, like, anything... Well, a happy MLK Day, which is a weird thing to say. Just... Yeah. It's a day of remembrance, not a day of, hey, let's joy and stuff. I don't know. Happy other holidays that I'm gonna stop looking at because there's so fucking many.
If I could type correctly, that would be great. Not 2020. 2010. Oh, sorry.
Oh, Boston Tea Party anniversary. Why am I still looking at stuff? Anyway. Happy January. Thanks for podding with me. Have a good day. All that jazz. Bye!
Bye!
Now find my mouse again so I can stop recording. Where is it? There it is.